On the heels of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, several big-name companies such as Microsoft, Nike and Tesla have announced that they plan to assist employees who live in places where abortion is restricted to travel out of state to undergo the procedure. But how that might actually work and what pitfalls employers and employees might encounter remains to be seen. I think a lot of employers in reaction to the Dobbs decision are making these very public statements that they're going to offer abortion travel benefits, says Bethany Corbin, senior country. They're still working through how this actually works in practice. While it's still early, experts say a few potential options may soon take shape. If the company has an employer-funded medical plan, for example, abortion-related travel benefits could simply be folded into the coverage and administered through an existing plan. You go to your employer or the insurance company that they've retained and you say, "I want to get an abortion." And par. The primary benefit of that approach is that it really protects the privacy of the employee, Corbin says, adding that patient data under such a health plan is typically covered by the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or HIPAA, a federal law aimed at preventing disclosure of say. Another option is to provide supplemental reimbursement for abortion-related travel, run through the employer instead of a company's insurer. If it's a low-paying job, presumably employers might have to give the money first because the patient couldn't pay for it on her own and then seek reimbursement. It could be transportation, she says. Under this scenario, however, the employer would be collecting medical data from the employee. And that raises concerns. That data would not be covered by HIPAA, Corbin says. HIPAA provides for individual penalties of up to $50,000 for each unauthorized disclosure of private medical data. For example, then, an employee in a company's human resources department who willfully or negligently discloses that an employee is seeking an abortion would not be subject to legal penalties. Then to raise the potential chilling effect, if an employee acknowledges seeking an abortion, the company's knowledge of that could serve as an underlying bias when making personnel decisions, such as pay increases, promotions or whom to lay off, Corbin says.